Welcome to a brand new web series that's called It's What's Up. And the reason it's called It's What's Up is so that I can basically do whatever I want. I'm not limited by anything. So for the first episode, I invited my favorite person in the whole world. This is Jay Brent. We call her Joel's for the show, if that's
Joel's.
okay. Anyway,
thanks for having me.
You're so welcome.
On your first,
I'm so glad that you're
first
joining me.
episode.
I know, the first episode, one of
I feel
many,
special.
hopefully, one of many. We are going to be talking about musicals today. A specific musical that we just went and saw, but I have a history with musicals. Would you call it a love-hate relationship?
I call it a hate.
Let's call it a resistant hate.
He no likey musicals. That's what I say.
I'm going to say in my defense, I have a literature background, and we went and saw Les Mis, and I did not know, because I know it's this huge book by Victor Hugo, and so I thought it was a book, and I didn't really pay attention to theater, and I did not know it was a musical. So we went to see this movie that I thought was a movie, and you have this horrible labor camp, and all of a sudden they start singing, "This work sucks, we're in a prison." It was horrible. Anyway,
we were
horrible.
super immature.
We were super immature.
All the people in the aisle.
There's a scene where this woman is like pining over being rejected by this guy she's in love with, and I said out loud in the theater, "Get over it." I was not liked in the theater. No.
It wasn't good.
And then I must have had my head buried in the sand, and we went and saw La La Land.
Oh, I love La La Land.
Again.
And didn't you like it? No.
Come
on.
I did not know it was a musical.
Yeah, that was funny. So we went with another couple, and I thought everybody knew it was a musical. And we get in there, and the first opening scene, you're like, "Oh no, this is a musical!"
Yeah, I did not know it was a musial, and it was. So I adjusted to it pretty quickly until it jumped the shark, and they were in the observatory, and they started dancing up into the sky, and I'm like,
Mary Poppins-ish.
Oh my goodness. But I hung in, and I saw it again. I even watched it a second time, and it was good. It was good. So we just went and saw.
And I told you you'd like this one.
Well, you told me it was a musical.
I did. He knew up front.
I knew up front, and we went and saw The Greatest Showman. This is the greatest show. We went and saw The Greatest Showman. And so, as you can imagine, there's all kinds of questions, because this was about a historical person.
Yes.
And so we're going to play a game today, Fact or Fiction, from The Greatest Showman. Because you watch that show and you're like, you know it's a real person, and you know that he didn't sing through his life, and you know he didn't look like Hugh Jackman.
No.
So,
who does?
We're going to play True or False. And Joel's, if you win, I have a thematic prize. Oh, I lost my true. I have a thematic prize for you if you win.
Okay.
So here's what's going to happen. I have
Do I
my.
get to eat it?
What? I can't tell you. It's circus. It's circus related.
Ooh. Okay.
All right. It's not like an elephant patty or anything like that, but it is circus related. So I'm going to ask you a true or false question, and you have two stands here: a true stand and a false stand, and you're going to place a real circus animal.
Oh my! A real one?
I went all out. I blew the budget on this first episode. I really did.
Would be ashamed.
Dollar Tree.
Hello.
Anywho, so you're going to place your circus animal on either.
Is this my only circus animal?
No, there's 6. True or false.
Do they have to stack?
No. If you get it right, we are going to put the circus animal in. We're going to release it into the wild. If you get it wrong, we're going to get it euthanized, taxidermied, and put in a museum.
Oh,
so
like the
not only is the prize weighing on this, the lives of these 6 circus animals as well.
I'm surprised there haven't been more puns in this yet.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. No. So here's the first. We're gonna.
All right.
We're
so I'm voting with.
You're voting with the tiger this time. Here's the thing.
So this is my true stand?
Yes.
That's my false stand.
Yes.
I have no clue what you're going to ask me, so all I do is guess.
This is all fact or fiction about about The Greatest Showman. Okay.
Well, then how come it doesn't say F or F?
It does.
Fact or fiction?
It says true or false. Because my statement's a true or false statement.
All right, you're tricking me, T.
Here we go. Now, I wrote these, so I wrote them to sound real, or they are real.
Okay.
Barnum's father died when he was young, and he had to live on the streets trying to survive, was accurately portrayed in the movie. In other words, his father died young, and he had to live on the streets trying to survive. That was accurately portrayed in the movie. Is that a true statement or a false statement?
My gut is true, so I'm going to go false.
Oh, are you going to go anti-gut?
Yeah.
Okay. You are correct.
Yay.
It was false. His father did die when he was 15.
Never trust yourself.
But he had his mother still alive.
Okay.
And 5 brothers and sisters that he had to take care of.
He acted like an only child in that
movie. I know he was an only child in the movie, but you know what? It would have been 6 more people to pay. And they had a big budget already. They didn't want to pay 6 more actors for brothers and sisters. So this animal has been freed.
Released to the wild.
Released to the wild.
Ooh.
Right there. All right.
Okay.
We now have a circus pony. So no horsing around on this one.
Could this be a unicorn? They didn't have a unicorn in the Dollar Tree?
No, there was no unicorn. No.
Bummer.
Here we go.
Okay.
One scene in The Greatest Showman is Barnum and Carlisle. They were downing a large number of shots. They were drinking like it was their job.
Yes.
They were trying to make a deal.
Okay. They were.
So the idea of this scene came from Barnum's reputation as a heavy drinker.
Ooh.
True or false?
My inclination is false, so I'm going to go with true.
You're going to go with true.
Yep. Oh,
that
dead horse.
Well, that's rather appropriate because
that's wrong.
Was false. In fact,
he
was against drinking.
Oh.
He was against drinking. In fact, he was for prohibition.
So I was right.
No, you were wrong.
Oh.
You said it was true that he was a heavy drinker and he's not, so this horse is euthanized. He was against drinking. He even made speeches against drinking. And when you went to his circus or his museum, you weren't allowed to drink in the museum. There was no drinking in the museum. And he even had like a little play that you would watch that talked about how bad drinking was.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, totally opposite.
That's right, right.
Very wrong.
So he did not die of a rotten liver.
Well, that's a good thing.
It's good to know.
How did he die? Are we going to learn?
Not today.
Okay. Do you know how he died?
Did
you get that far?
I did get that far, but I forgot. Okay. I was too busy writing these other ones. All right. We are now going with a striped horse.
Nice.
All right.
Striped horse. A.K.A. the zebra.
I don't know if it is white with black stripes or black with white stripes. But it is a zebra.
It looks white with black stripes.
It does. Although we wonder where Bailey's at, Barnum and Bailey, we wonder. Carlisle was actually an early partner of Barnum's launch before he started the circus. He was an actual, real, early partner.
I'm going to go with true on that one.
That is false. He is totally fictional, and they used him to portray that.
You know why? Because I stayed with my gut. You went with the opposite.
You went with love. You liked the love story. It was an interracial relationship that they used that character for, plus to show the tension between the social classes.
Yeah.
Remember, because he had to be all snotty with his parents.
Yeah, he had to let go of her hand.
Yes,
that was sad.
It was sad.
Rude. So
right.
Euthanized.
Euthanized.
Ah.
All right, I'm not lying. You're not looking so hot. You need to get 3.
Wait. What'd you just say?
I'm not lying.
You're not lying. You're not looking so
hot.
Well,
I don't mean hot.
I told you I wasn't putting makeup on for this.
Okay, now you're hot.
I'm also in my pajamas.
You're hot with 2 T's.
At least
only from the waist down.
And I sleep in a sweater.
So, I want you to have a lot of pride with this one because you have to get 3 out of 6 right to win, and you have 1.
Ooh,
1 right so far. 2 animals have been euthanized and sent to the museum. Here we go.
All right.
This
is not looking good for the Joel.
This is the 3rd one. All right. Even though Barnum did introduce America to Jenny Lind, the opera singer, remember her?
Was that real?
Well, he did introduce her, and he had never seen her or heard her.
Okay.
She actually left the tour, not because she was crushing and got kicked to the curb.
Okay.
She left the tour because she thought he was exploiting her.
Oh.
True or false? I know these are all
true.
Are you final answer?
Yes.
It is true.
Woo!
All right.
I find. So wait, this one's set free.
This one is set free. We're
set free
not
wild.
kidding around. Into the wild. There we go.
Okay.
He made over $500,000 off of that, which is equivalent to almost $20 million today.
Wait, off of who? Jenny
off
Lind?
of Jenny Lind.
Wow.
And she made $350,000, which is equivalent to like 15 million, right?
Wow.
No, 10 million. 10 million.
Wow.
And she did give it all away. So that was true in there. But I have definite proof that there was no affair between Jenny Lind and P.T. Barnum.
Okay, how do you have the proof?
I did research and I found definite proof, and it's actually his picture.
Is that what he really looks like?
That's what he really looks like.
Let me see this guy.
Ain't nobody gonna. Sorry.
That's not.
Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof.
Aww.
I know.
Well,
Anyway.
I'm sure he had a good heart.
Well, unless he died from a heart attack, which I can't remember.
Well, we know it wasn't his liver. So,
all right.
So there's that.
I'm pretty hip to this one. Here you go.
Uh-huh.
All right. You have 2. You need one more right to win, even though I have 2 more questions. Barnum's American Museum did burn down, not once but twice, even though they could not determine the actual cause. True or false? The museum did burn down.
Twice sounds so fishy. Yeah, not now. Let's see. I want to say false, which probably means I should go with opposite. So I'm going to say true.
Even though the hippo did not. It is true.
Ah, what?
Yes.
Do I have 3 now?
All right.
Do I get a prize?
You will get a prize, but we have one more question.
It better be edible.
I
don't want one of these set-free animals.
No, you have freed 3 animals, but the life of the giraffe is still in your hands. Now here's the thing: they could not tell if it was arson or not.
Giraffe.
It was very clear that they set it on fire in the movie. Remember, the guy threw the lamp. They couldn't know that.
They didn't know.
They didn't know. In fact, they think there were protests against him, but not because he was putting all these freaks on parade, because he supported unions. In fact, he was against unions' discrimination against African Americans, and people were not happy with his stand.
Wow.
So that's kind of cool.
Huh?
That's cool. Yeah. Last question, and the giraffe's life depends on it. In fact, although he actually is going to be an extra in Madagascar 6, so either way he lives.
I think it's 7. I think they're
maybe. All right. The movie. Here's the statement. The movie did not accurately portray Barnum's family. He actually had 4 daughters, but one died in childhood, and he wrote the other out of his will for committing adultery.
Whoa.
True or false?
That sounds true.
Or did he have 2 sweet girls that never aged?
Right. It sounds true. So I'm going to go with my opposite of my gut.
Whoa.
That guy doesn't want to stand over there.
No, he's not very sturdy. That actually is true.
So it was true.
He had 4 daughters.
My gut?
Yeah, you should have. He had 4 daughters. One died in childhood. One was written out of the will because she committed adultery, and the other 2 starred in a movie with Hugh Jackman. They never aged.
Yeah,
apparently in the movie they never aged.
Good ballerina.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
here is another bit of gross trivia. Let's end this episode with gross trivia.
Is that gross like it's big? Or
no,
gross like it's
not like high grossing in the box office, like gross, like icky. He was married for 44 years to his first wife, Charity was her name, I think. Yeah. 44 years. When she died, she died.
Yeah.
When she died, he ended up a year later marrying a 24-year-old daughter of one of his British admirers.
Whoa.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he was like 60-something?
He was 63. His daughters probably could have been her mother, possibly.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew. Kind of gross. All right. Well, Jules, you won!
I won!
You won the first episode, and I said everything was circus-themed. Okay. And so you have won circus animal cookies.
Oh, those are pretty good.
I know.
I haven't had those in a really long time.
Aren't they fabulous? So, frosted circus animal cookies, although these are Keebler, so they're not called circus.
They're not Mothers.
Mother's circus trademark. So these are just animals.
I'll have to do the comparison.
These are free-range animals. They weren't from the circus. So thank you for watching. Would love for you to subscribe and comment, and maybe we'll have another It's What's Up
It's What's
in
Up
the near future.